Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to learn how to checkmate with a rook. The process I like to teach consists of 3 steps. First, quickly, I'll show you the final position. It's always good to see what we're aiming for. So this is checkmate, our king controls these 2 squares, and the rook delivers check and mate. So the first step is to create a box. So here, rook d3 will create this box, enclosing the enemy king. Step 2 is to make the box smaller, which will also force the king to a corner. And step 3 is to deliver checkmate. So more specifically, the first step is to create the smallest box possible. So here, rook d2 would create a box, but rook d3 is even smaller. An extreme example is this position. If it's white to move, the best move would be rook e7, which would create this very small box. Whoops. And then after rook e8, for example, we keep the rook on this line, cutting the king, enclosing it on the edge of the board, and then we bring our king up, and then we'll see the final mating process at the end of this process that I'm going to show, which is more common when the king's in the center. So rook d3 creates the box. Okay, if black had gone here, we would defend the rook. So we want to make sure the box is created such that the rook is defended or defendable. Otherwise, we'd have to move the rook and we wouldn't be progressing. So here we can, if we go here, the king would attack the rook and we'd have to move the rook. So now instead we move the king up. So if we can make the box smaller, we do so. If we can't, we improve the king or wait with the king. I don't know why black's voluntarily going that way, but hopefully that'll make it a bit more difficult in a few moves. So here we can't make the box smaller. This is the current box. So we improve the king. Hopefully black goes here. I don't know what they're doing. If they had gone here to e5, we would wait with the king, with the aim of then improving the king or making the box smaller. I wish I could force it to do that. Anyway, make the box smaller. King. Okay, improve our king. Now hopefully they'll go here. Finally. Okay, this is what they should have been doing from the start to make it as difficult to use as many moves as possible, right? So here we can't make the box smaller. So we can't really improve the king, but we can threaten to make the box smaller and improve the king by waiting. So it's maybe the most difficult part of this process, just to know when to wait. Because black will be in zugzwang like here. They'd like to keep the king here, but they have to move it this way, which is closer to the corner and lets us make the box smaller. And they're thinking, okay, so we can make the box smaller, and knowing that we can defend the rook on the next move. I don't know how many times I've said make the box smaller, but that's what the process consists of. So, okay, let's improve the king. So it's good to know the final position because now we know sort of what we're aiming for, the king in the corner and our king close to the corner. So we're getting closer to this corner, so we know that we want our king somewhere like this in future. But we'll make the box as small as possible to keep things simple. There are a few different techniques to checkmate with the rook, but I like this one. It's easy to remember and explain, I guess. So here, can't make the box smaller, improve our king. Hopefully they go here because we'll have to wait, or I guess improve the king. Okay, here it's mate in 3. After king g6, black has 1 legal move, and now we want the king to go back to the corner, and we can do so by waiting with the rook. Rook f2, for example, or anywhere, forces king h8, only legal move, and then rook f8 will be checkmate. So mate in 3 in this position. Maybe I should have set that as a puzzle with king g6. So we don't even have to worry about making the box smaller when the king's in the corner. We just have to visualize how to achieve this position, basically. And in this position, we can see that the king can't cross here if our rook maintains itself on the f-file. So we just wait on the f-file, forcing the king back to the corner. Sorry for the bang. And rook f8, checkmate. I hope that was simple enough. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Just quickly, Lichess has a cool way to practice. If you go learn, practice, and there should be, when it loads, a section called piece checkmates. So click on piece checkmates and rook mate. I'll leave a link to this in the description. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.